Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi Rachel Zerin here with a thought for Shabbat. This week we read Parashat Chukat-Balak, a double Torah portion filled with dramatic stories about life and death, blessing and curse, rebellion and survival in the desert. Amidst all these stories, we find a valuable lesson about the importance of appreciating and recognizing the blessings that are in our lives that might otherwise go unnoticed. Let me explain. Toward the beginning of our Torah portion, Miriam passes away. Immediately following her death, the people begin to complain of being without water. Now, this could be a coincidence, but it is odd that throughout years of wandering in the desert and the people not being shy of complaining, this is one of the few times that the people complain of thirst. Our rabbis see this as no coincidence. And from these two verses, coming one right after the other, the verse of Miriam's death, followed by the verse of the people complaining about being without water, the rabbis say this must mean that throughout Miriam's life, a miracle was made for her, in which a well of water followed her throughout her journey, and therefore throughout the journey of the people as well. When she died, the well, too, disappeared. What I find so powerful about this legend is not the miracle of the well itself, but the fact that we never once hear about the well during Miriam's lifetime. We never once hear about where the people get water during their desert journey. We only hear when the people notice the well's absence. After the well is gone, when the people realize how much they relied upon it, how much they need that water. How true that often can be in our own lives. When we experience blessings, when we experience gifts, things that we rely on and depend upon in our day-to-day lives, things for which we genuinely are grateful for, but which we don't necessarily take the time to acknowledge, to appreciate, until they are gone. The gift that we get in Shabbat, the gift given to us by prayer, can be an opportunity to slow down and acknowledge our gratitude for the things that surround us that we might otherwise take for granted. That is why our prayers are structured in the way they are. We begin every morning, Shabbat and weekdays, with morning blessings, Birchot HaShachar, reminding us to be grateful for those everyday things like opening our eyes and standing up straight, walking out the door on our way into the world. And Shabbat reminds us to slow down, to look around, to appreciate the world as it is, to recognize the gifts that we already have before re-entering the work week, where we try to create the world as we want it to be. Shabbat and prayer help us to avoid the trap that the Israelites fell into, the trap that we all can so easily fall into, of using gifts in the world without recognizing and appreciating them. May we all remember to pay attention to the gifts that we have, to acknowledge them, to recognize them, and to express our gratitude for them, to be grateful for all that we have, and to elevate that gratitude in prayer and holiness. Shabbat Shalom.